What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here, and in this video, I'm showing a Proving Grounds GM. So I just want to point out it's got Void Hunger on. Savathun has loaned you a worm. When it hungers, deal damage, blah, blah, blah. You can read it. It affects ability regen when you deal damage with your Void weapons. I'm not running a Void weapon simply because it is Arc Surge, so it's quite annoying we have Void Hunger. But that's the way it goes. So I'm actually running a Song of Your Ute with Reconstruction and Bait and Switch. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was Overcharged Sniper Rifle. So again, there's no Solar Surge for Icebreaker, but there is Overcharged Sniper. So it is doing 25% more damage. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's look at the build real quick. So I'm on Prismatic Titan with Cadmus Ridge Lance Cap to make Diamond Lances. And I just want to talk about the fragments real quick. That is so I have a ranged melee so I can proc Facet of Dawn for 25% more weapon damage. That is to freeze enemies, obviously. Dranger's Lash to suspend barrier champions. Unbreakable is really good when you go into the boss's shield. It can protect you, as you'll see. Facet of Protection, just nice for increased damage resistance when we're surrounded. Facet of Ruin, obviously, because we're getting frozen kills with our Glacial Quake and our Diamond Lances and our Glacier Grenade, and then we increase the AoE of our Solar Ignitions. So Facet of Ruin is really good. I also have Hail the Storm, but I didn't drink a tonic because I just really don't like the tonic system, and I'm never sure if I'm going to beat a GM first try. This one I actually did do first try. Well, third try, but I didn't have Anti-Barrier on the first two. Anti-Barrier Scout. Facet of Command. So freezing or suppressing a target reloads your weapon. This is really nice. I know you don't... I have Reconstruction on the machine gun and Icebreaker, you never have to reload. But for reloading the Prophet, it's an aggressive scout, so they reload really slowly. So that's why I have Facet of Command, and I proc it a lot because I'm always freezing things. Facet of Devotion, defeating targets afflicted with Stasis or Strand, gives bonus light transcendence. So we're always killing frozen targets and even Strand debuff ones because of the last fragment, which I'll get to. So yeah, then we just have more transcendence uptime, which is always strong. Facet of Dawn, which I talked about, your powered melee hits make you radiant, which is really good just for dealing more damage. And then Facet of Solitude, landing rapid precision hits, emits a severing burst from the target. While Transcendence, the severing blast is bigger. So that's really nice on the boss because he does hit quite hard. So you're able to sever him. So he's dealing, I think it's 40% less damage. And then I have Demo Precision Instrument. Precision Instrument's really nice for the barrier champs because it just ramps up the damage so you can take down their shields a little quicker. Icebreaker. I've done some videos on Icebreaker and on this build. So if you want a more in-depth breakdown, definitely watch that. But Icebreaker is really nice. Like I said, we've got Overcharged Sniper and it's great AoE. But the big thing is the ammo economy. This is actually a pretty long strike. And basically to have unlimited special on a heavy hitting weapon like this is really, really valuable. Because that boss is tanky, so that just helps us take him down quicker. And then, like I said, Reconstruction, Bait and Switch. The reason I'm going with Song of Your Ute is for that 25% extra damage because there is no overcharged machine gun this season. And I wanted a machine gun just for reasons that I'll get into throughout the run. But yeah, the machine gun works great. But yeah, I didn't run a Void machine gun for that Void Hunger, but you could, but you'll lose out on 25% more damage. And then here's just the rest of my build. Pretty straightforward and simple. One with the Frost. While Frost Armor is active, stasis weapons gain increased reload speed and stability. This pairs really nicely with, maybe I'll get to it in a second. So Wind Chill, yeah, this one, stasis weapon precision hits grant you Frost Armor. So we can get Frost Armor just from our Prophet Scout Rifle, which is really good. And this build obviously has great range because we've got a Sniper Rifle and a super long distance Scout. So it works really nicely. Armor of Aramis, while Frost Armor is active, taking critical damage, causes you to emit a freezing burst. Hopefully don't need that much. Hail the Storm, very, very important. Shattering Stasis Crystals releases shards of ice. Debilitating Wave. I kind of skipped by it kind of quickly, but that's just going to... so finishers emit a damaging wave, so that's just going to slow enemies when I do a finisher. Not that valuable, but it's something. Then Brain Freeze is really nice. Frozen combatants become surrounded by a chilling fog, which slows combatants that aren't already. So we're freezing everything, and then if things don't get frozen, they're going to get slowed. And then picking up Stasis Shard grants you class ability, picking up a Void Breach. I didn't have the thing that allows me to make Stasis Shards, so that was kind of useless, but you can run that. I can't remember the name of that fragment. And then Anti-Barrier Scout, like I talked about. So yeah, a really good build. And now let's get into the run. I just wanted to break the build down because there's a lot of synergy that is really, really good for this strike in particular. Because that Void Hunger, you take increased void damage, and the cannon blast from the boss is void. So being able to sever it with precision hits from that one fragment is really, really good. So here we're just gonna take out some Scorpius turrets. We get a nice little ignition there and damage these guys. And then you can see we're getting Icebreaker ammo back. We got 1 ammo just for taking those 2 guys out with our scout rifle. And then yeah, I just use my Icebreaker ammo super liberally because, like I said, it's basically unlimited if you're using this build right. There, I shot a frozen combatant. So with the catalyst, that is going to give me, whatchamacallit, an ammo back as well. And then you could see the reconstruction machine gun going in really hard there. And yeah, we're back up to 8 ammo in our sniper rifle. So yeah, like I said, it's just really good for taking out these distant targets. And it's really nice in the boss room. Because like I said, the boss is tanky. And it's really good for taking down his shield generator as well. You can just do it in like 2 shots. So there you can see we proc the Severing Blast. And yeah, we're just kind of slowly and methodically taking the ads out. This is far from a speed run. This is safe run strats. Like I said, you've got things that are making enemies deal less damage. You can freeze everything, which is very valuable because there's unstops in this. So this is pretty clever. If I get a crit kill, it makes an ignition. And then ignition's obviously stun barrier champs. Unfortunately, there's no enemy near him now, so I have nothing unstoppable, but like I said, I've got Dranger's Lash, I've got Diamond Lances, I've got Glacier Grenades, so we have a lot of ways to deal with unstops, plus our super too if needed. So there, trigger the ignition, and yeah, now you can see I'm down to 2 Icebreaker ammo, but like I said, throughout this run, just every so often, just check my ammo. You'll see I never really run out. There's only like one moment in the boss room where I'm being like a little bit stingy on my ammo. Just before the final boss phase. So here I'm trying to bait him close, but unfortunately that guy goes and hides. So now you'll see a Dranger's Lash. I'm a little slow here. I didn't proc bait and switch, which was kind of dumb. But that's another reason I love machine guns. They're super easy to hit rapid crits on to make a Diamond Lance, which again is obviously very strong. This time we proc bait and switch, and then we're just gonna finish this guy, just toying with him really. Like, yeah, and then there, got 4 ammo back for killing the unstop with, if you get abilities or other weapon kills, you get ammo for Icebreaker. So like I said, it's basically infinite ammo, as long as you're not trying to use Icebreaker to kill every single enemy. There, I take out a Scorpius turret, and I get another 1 piece of ammo back. So here, I just decide, why not use some Transcendence? Like I said, you actually get Transcendence very quickly with this build because of that 1 fragment I'm running, and we're getting so many freeze kills and such. So that unstops in a really unfortunate position, which was too bad, but those kind of things happen. And I'm saving my super till the 2nd phase on the boss because it just allows us to take him down super quickly. I miss a snipe there, but not a big deal. Again, you can see I have like full Icebreaker ammo. There, we also miss... I didn't get the ignition on the big guy, and I didn't get the freeze from my Glacier Grenade, so this was pretty bad and slow on the unstop. I'm just trying to bait him around. So I'm just going to get some shots in on the boss while I wait, do a Dranger's Lash. We had bait and switch ready to go there, and then we just take him out nice and easily. Again, get 3 ammo because we did it with something other than Icebreaker. Now we're just going to start going in on the boss. I'm just going to speed this up because it's pretty boring. It's literally just me playing safe, putting in some pot shots with Icebreaker. So right there, you can see Icebreaker is absolutely chunking him. 34,000 per hit, and it's getting him down quite quickly. So this is the one thing. Icebreaker is not a DPS sniper, but what I was doing there is I'm filling my Transcendence meter. Look down here for the unstop spawn that comes when this guy hits half health and puts up his shield. So that's what I'm doing there. And you can see the Severing Blast, he's glowing green. So now I do only have 2. So I was debating, should I use a Dranger's Lash? And then I kind of missed, so I'm like, screw it. I'll just pop Transcendence. Get a nice little ignition there, take out a bunch of targets. freeze him. So yeah, Transcendence is good on like every class, obviously, but it's really nice on Titan, especially in things with unstops. So there, I just want to rewind again. Sorry if I'm kind of all over the place here. So look, I have 2 icebreaker ammo. So I actually get the kill, but it's not the icebreaker that got the kill, it was the freeze. So I was able to get 4 icebreaker shots back right there because the freeze actually killed the unstop. So again, just super good on ammo economy. And now watch Unbreakable here. This is awesome. Because this is one of the more challenging parts. You need really good positioning normally. You have to kind of line yourself up with this middle thing, where I just go in, we do 60,000 damage with our thing, and then we hit the crit with Icebreaker, and somehow he was severed already. Maybe he stays severed for a super long time. I'm not sure how he was severed. But anyways, now we go in with our Stasis Super, Glacial Quake, which is super strong. And again, I don't even have the... There, I should have killed him, not with Icebreaker. He was like 1 health. I would have got 4 more shots back there. So that was a bad play on my part. I would have had 9 shots right now. Or maybe 8. Because I had 5. I used 1 to kill him. But I shouldn't have killed him with that. Because it would have been nice going into this room with a little more Icebreaker ammo. But we're going to use these ads right before the boss room to farm a bit of Icebreaker. So yeah, like I said, as long as you're not using it for DPS and you're just using it intelligently, you pretty much never run out of ammo with this thing. I have sung its praises pretty much since it came out. I love this gun. So there, again, stupid. I shouldn't have killed him with Icebreaker. But then I killed the other 2 with other things, so I do get 1 ammo back. So I'm just going to speed this up because it's just running to the boss room. So here we wait for the interceptors to get in position. So there I exploded that thing to get them low, and then I take them out. So here we're farming a bit of Icebreaker ammo. We got 1, which was nice. And then yeah, we're just waiting for the interceptors to get into position. So here they are. And then this is pretty boring. But again, I have a machine gun on, and we're not at super far range. So I figure why not use that? So we're going to proc bait and switch here and look at it just absolutely melt. And we get 1 Icebreaker ammo back. And then while I still have bait and switch, I'm trying to go in. And then yeah, you just want to be safe here because those interceptors can take you out. So this room is all about movement and just being mobile because the interceptors will shoot you if you're standing in one place. The tanks will shoot you. The barrier, Colossus, all those things. So yeah, like I said, I basically beat this first try. I loaded the mission twice without anti-barrier scout, but once I put on anti-barrier scout, this was my first try. So 3 technically, but my first real run. So yeah, you really want to take out those scions. So I'm being very stationary, which is dangerous, but those scions are priority number 1 in this room because they will snipe you and kill you. And then there you can see I'm just doing little strafes to avoid them. That last one I didn't. And then yeah, this guy in mid is shooting me, which is really annoying. And again, I screwed up. I should have 5 more ammo right now because I shouldn't have killed that big guy with Icebreaker. So this is quite sloppy. I should have had more Icebreaker and I should have just taken both those guys out with Icebreaker. But now I'm trying to get a bit of Icebreaker ammo, because those are orange bars. So there you could just see I got 3 back. That's why I was doing it with the scout. Because if I did it with Icebreaker, I wouldn't have got ammo. And I would have actually lost a shot because I'm using it to kill the guy. So yeah. Anyways, that's where these aggressive scouts are really nice. They actually hit super hard. And now we're going to take this guy out. So this is a Meteor's Bane, but they're random. I do get the Void one, which is by far the most dangerous. You just have to break line of sight on them. But if they get line of sight on you, they drain your health. So you have to be very cautious of those guys. They're quite annoying. So yeah, the glacier grenades there, I'm able to block off that lane. So if the interceptor were to come over, he's probably not going to be able to shoot me. Now I'm just going to try to get a diamond lance off here. And yeah, the rally barricade is really nice too for just some protection. Like that angle that the barrier Colossus is at is like not ideal for it because I have the like for the enemy, because I have the rally barricade up. So it's actually quite hard for them to hit me. So then we're going to try to deal, again, The Transcendence Grenade is so nice because Scions, they have pretty small hitboxes, especially to hit with a sniper, but I'm able to suspend it. Then I make the Diamond Lance to freeze it in place, and then we just do a really easy Icebreaker shot. You can see there I meant to throw my grenade, but I must have held it a bit too long, so it did the unbreakable. But you could see how quickly my scout rifle was able to take out that Barrier Colossus shield. It was like 3 shots. And then there, even I missed a crit and it's still 3 shots. So again, probably not the smartest thing because we have the tanks coming up. So it would be nice to have more Icebreaker ammo. And I finished off the Barrier Colossus with Icebreaker. Again, this was basically my first real attempt. So I wasn't super optimized. But I definitely have things that I could do to make this go faster if I were to run it back with this build. But yeah, you can see we do have some special ammo on the ground. And then these guys chasing us, they're really easy to deal with. So we can farm a bit of ammo off them. We're just going to kind of kite them and group them all up and take them out. So now you can see we're up to 9 shots. And the next kill we get with a scout rifle is going to give us our 10th. Because it's basically just every 2 kills. So that War Beast, I didn't get one off. So I knew the next one I was going to get Icebreaker ammo. So then I use it to proc bait and switch. And then here we can take out that Interceptor really nice. Again, that 25% buff is more worth it to me than having faster ability cooldowns from that Worm's Hunger. There, I got 2 ammo back. That must have been because the explosion from breaking the solar shield actually killed the guy and not the Icebreaker shot. So that's what's so nice about Icebreaker. If you're throwing all these stasis crystals and stuff, that's what'll actually get the kill. So now everything is dead. And this is when you want to kill the Interceptor pilot, because as soon as he's dead, things are going to spawn. So we're just going to actually spawn kill these, which is really nice. We get our ammo back because of the explosion kill. And then I don't know where that Barrier Colossus came from at all. But yeah, he just kind of came from somewhere. Maybe he spawned in there. I'm not sure. Like spawns in on that. I can't quite remember all the spawns. So here, what I should have done was just thrown my Diamond Lance with my Scout Rifle out, because I would have procced Facet of Command, which when I freeze enemies, it's going to reload my weapon. I'm still not totally used to using it all the time. There, though, we make a really nice Stasis Crystal, and again, spawn kill the guy. That was one of the Shock Banes. They're also dangerous, and I think I spawn killed the Scion that spawns in. So that's really nice. So now we just got to deal with this one. We snipe them. And yeah, now the Scions are dead. That Bane was dead. And now we're just kind of focused on taking out the ads. Because when you know what you're doing with the tanks, they're actually not that huge a threat. The bigger threat is the ads, because as you're running from the tanks, the ads are going to be dealing damage to you. So you actually want to focus the ads and just keep moving left to right. And then when you hear like them fire there, I hate that shield throw doesn't proc Radiant, because that's why I shot through his shield, because I thought I would have had a Radiant because I threw out my melee. But your melee has to actually deal damage to proc Radiant, and it didn't because of the failing shield. So again, kind of annoying, but that's what happened there. And then yeah, we're just going back and forth, and like I said, just take out as many enemies as we can, and don't even worry so much about the barrier champs. And the barrier champs here, sometimes they spawn further up or they move further up, but they're pretty far in the back this time. So there, I was just waiting for him to fire, and then I was going to move. So yeah, you can stand your ground a little bit, but if you stand in one spot for too long, you're going to die. So yeah, it's all about just moving back and forth and then picking your spots. So here, I'm like, okay, this guy's in a good spot. I'm going to prime him, but then he does that bullshit. I'd have been perfect there. I would have got the Dranger's Lash, but he got caught up on that thing and then TP'd. The TPing ads in this game are annoying the piss out of me. Like, it's so fucking annoying. But yeah, it's just part of the game. I should have known, because like when they do go to jump to their like programmed spot, if they don't hit it, they are going to warp there. I think the boss does in boss room as well on this run, which I'll show you. But yeah, there we get 3 ammo back. But again, it's all about just picking your spots. So he came up in a good spot. And again, because the enemies are down, most of them, I was able to actually focus on the boss and break his shield and not have to worry about getting shot. So that is why you prioritize the red bar ads more than anything here. And then Once they're dead, now you can go in and, like I said, deal with the barrier champ. Then once that barrier champ's dead, now you start dealing with the Goliath tanks. But what I failed to remember, what I should have done was prime the other Goliath tank, because now when one is down, I think we get a new spawn of ads. Yeah, you can see on the bottom left there, that barrier colossus and a whole bunch of ads. So what I should have done, because there was only like one barrier champ on the field and one tank, I should have primed the other tank so I could have taken them out both quickly. So now I'm trying to hit shots on this tank while getting shot at by so many enemies. And here I almost die. Yeah, because look, again, like I said, the red bars are actually dangerous. I'm trying to run from and like keep the Goliath tank from shooting me, but then I'm getting shot by all these other ads, and I don't really have a choice. So here is where the machine gun is so nice and why I like running a machine gun, because we're just going to clean up a ton of the ads and make the room much more safe for us. But yeah, so don't take out, I could have primed that. Like, he was very low and I was just going in, the tank was, and I was just going in with my machine gun. I should have stopped and then been shooting the legs on that other Goliath tank and get them both one shot. So then as soon as I take one out, I could proc bait and switch on my machine gun, take one out, and then take the other one out right away. Like right there. I should have had them both there and then deal some damage and then do the bait and switch thing. And then as soon as I switch to the other one, get it really low, and then when they're both basically one shot, take them both out at once. That way I wouldn't have had all those ads to deal with. So that was a little hairy there. But again, that's just from not being familiar with this GM. I did do the master solo a few weeks ago, but again, I didn't watch any footage back. I was more also getting footage for builds when I was doing that, more than I was focused on like, what are the exact ad spawns in this, because I can't remember. So now I remember, and if you're watching this video, that will definitely help you. But for me, when I was running it, I just wasn't as familiar as I probably should have been. But again, now I just explained those spawns, so you will know. So now the tanks are dead, and now there's just a couple Banes and the barrier champions. So the reason I love Song of Flame so much is you can pop a super but still disrupt champions, where if I were to pop my super right now, those barrier colossus are going to put up their shields and I'm not going to be able to kill them, right? Which is really annoying. So I'm using this thing for cover and it's actually working really good. And then yeah, we're just going to proc our diamond lance and just keep getting free freeze damage. So here's where I almost die, because I know this Bane is to my left and he's shooting me, but I got way too focused in on that barrier champ because I wanted him dead. What I didn't realize is it's one of those void Banes. So yeah, he was shooting me, but then even when I was running away, I couldn't regen because he had line of sight on me. I'll just kind of rewind that. So right here, look, you can see the void thing sucking me there. So luckily, this Umbral Drain, I don't think it can fully kill you, but it keeps you from regenning and you'll just be at 1 health. So if I take any damage here, I'm dead. But again, I did a really good job of ad management, so there's no ads that are going to kind of basically hit me. And then the big targets all sit at the back of this map, so I was able to avoid it and stay alive, luckily. But yeah, I did get a little too focused in on that barrier champ, and that was just straight up my fault. So if I had died there, like, that's on me. But again, that just comes from learning the spawns, and I'm not totally used to Banes. This is only my second GM running Banes, because they just came out in Revenant. So yeah, not the most used to it. So now I'm fully out of machine gun ammo, but that's fine. Bad grenade there. But yeah, basically what I wanted to do was get them both kind of low, but also together if I could, because I want to take out both these Banes with my super. So this is really good super usage. Knowing when to use your super is crucial. So we take that first one out really quickly, which is nice, because ideally they would have been grouped up. But since they weren't, I still wanted to pop it. And then yeah, Glacial Quake, just super nasty. And then we've got Stasis Surge, so it's doing 25% more damage. Again, if I had drank the tonic, I'd have been doing even more damage. But yeah, just very, very good. I'm trying to make a lance. So there. Now look, my scout rifle got fully loaded, which was good because he actually put up his shield. So yeah, that's where Facet of Command comes in super nice, especially on these aggressive scouts. Then again, I'm able to load my weapon. Oh, I swapped too soon to load my weapon there. But anyway, you could see we got the big shot off with the freeze and the ignition and all that with Icebreaker. And then we take him out and we had lots of special on the ground. And then I knew there was one heavy brick over here, and then I'm good to go. So that's another nice thing. You don't really have to worry about picking up special very much when you're running Icebreaker. Here, if you were low on Icebreaker ammo, you could just take these enemies out. But it's still good to just take them out because you never know, they could kill you. So now we come down here. I kind of play this part poorly because the guy spawns down low, but I couldn't tell if he was down there. Or he didn't spawn down there, but he moves down there. So yeah, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of just throw that freeze nade first. So yeah, the guy beside the unstop moves left. And yeah, anyway, I kind of play this dumb, you'll see. Put in some really nice damage. So I couldn't, like I threw that there and then I was like, oh, he's not there. Because he was hiding. So like when I throw this Diamond Lance, I expected it to freeze the guy. But then I thought he wasn't there because I didn't know that platform extends out this far. So I would have thrown my Suspend Nade here. And if it was there, I would have been able to deal with him so much easier. And then, of course, we run out of Transcendence. But yeah, if I could have suspended him, that would have been much, much better. Because, yeah, he's got that shield, right? So he's just annoying to deal with. So had I thrown that Suspend Nade, I could have just put a few Icebreaker shots into it, and we'd have been good. And then here, I'm trying to hit the body of the enemy, because if you shoot a frozen target, it causes an ignition. But if you shoot the actual crystal... See, I'm not getting the ignition procs. But if you shoot the crystal, you just kind of get the dragonfly explosion. So I was trying to shoot that actual frozen enemy, because that's how I was going to get my my ignition, which is just going to deal more damage. Maybe get the kill as well, so then I could get Icebreaker ammo back. Here you can see we've got 2 heavy bricks. So every once in a while, in every activity, other than maybe ones with famine, no, they even still happen. You'll get in like an ammo train, and yeah, you just want to slay out because yeah, ammo just kind of keeps dropping for a few minutes. That's just like how the game's coded for whatever reason. So yeah, I had 2 bricks there, which was really timely because I was empty after the tank room. Here, these enemies didn't spawn too nicely for me. I prefer when they group up because you can take them all out with one super. Unfortunately, those legionaries stayed like way back. But that's another nice thing. So with this Prophet Scout Rifle and these aggressives, they did get a buff. And this is kind of my first time really using them in a GM. And they feel really good for primaries. Like, legendary primaries do not hit hard. So I knew this guy was there, but I wasn't sure like the best way to take him on. I should have probably just thrown my Glacier Grenade first, which is what I end up doing. But yeah, he's kind of tough to hit because of where he's positioned. But yeah, make sure you take out the Scorpius turrets. So again, it's all about just ad management. So you want to take out basically all the ads before dealing with the bosses. Like I wouldn't have picked up that Diamond Lance had I known that guy was still there. That's why I snipe him, because I want to get a shot off while those things are still frozen. So I just didn't know that this guy was still up. Otherwise I would have killed him first, then grabbed my Diamond Lance. But yeah, so when we get the freeze here, I take him out quickly, and then we still have enough time. So now we proc the ignition. It takes out those enemies beside because we get the big freeze damage, we get the ignition damage, all that. So both Honored Legionaries are down. We actually got Icebreaker ammo back there. And now we just do our Diamond Lance getting free ammo type thing. So we reloaded our Scout Rifle because we froze with the Scout Rifle out. And then we proc another Diamond Lance, we throw it. If you land a perfect hit, it makes crystals around the target. It spawns 3 crystals. And then, yeah, you use Icebreaker to break the frozen target, which causes an ignition, which causes the crystals to blow up. So you're just getting so much free damage thanks to all the Diamond Lances and like the ignitions and all that. So that's why this build is really, really ammo efficient and like great for total damage because you've got obviously Glacial Quake. And then, yeah, you've got unlimited special essentially. So yeah, like I said, that comes in really nicely in the boss room because he is a pretty tanky boss when you're solo. You could run like a GL to weaken him, and that's going to help. But I just really like this build. Like I said, I find it to be a pretty safe way to beat this. So there, I got the ammo back because, again, with the catalyst, if you shoot a slowed or frozen target, you have a chance. And it's like a 50-50 chance. It's basically like every other one. So unfortunately, again, I hit the crystal. Watch this barrier colossus. See, I was expecting him. There it is. And then I actually missed the freeze, which was unfortunate because I could have reloaded my scout and all that, but whatever. I was waiting for the shield to hit so that I would proc radiant so my sniper would deal more damage, and then I quickly do the bait and switch machine gun just to put in good damage. And then we're just going to proc a free diamond lance. I totally forgot that Colossus, or sorry, that Scorpius turret is up there. And he's actually kind of difficult to deal with. Like, he's shooting me, but I'm not in a good spot. So I just straight up back off. And yeah, knowing when to back up is crucial, especially in solo GMs, but just in Destiny in general. Like, I know how much damage I could have taken and stood in there, but if they do get line of sight on you, they melt you really quickly. So unfortunately, I missed my diamond lance, and then this guy's shooting me. What I wanted to do was shoot the Legionary and proc an ignition and take out the Scorpius, but yeah, he was shooting me, and I'm just going to speed this up. So I could pop my Transcendence here to suspend him and deal with him easily, but look at how much damage that did. Just the freeze, and like, it also bumped him out from behind cover, which was nice. So yeah, this part is pretty slow and boring, but I'm just being safe because if you do push up on this Scion, they can melt you really, really quickly. They actually hit very hard. So yeah, I'm just playing carefully. I kill him with the machine gun, so I get 3 more sniper shots. And then we're just going to prime that Scion, but keep him up because I don't actually need the ammo right now because he would drop me 3. So yeah, I'm just going to wait. And now, again, we always want to super for these gladiators because gladiators in GMs are probably the tankiest red bars in the game. So yeah, there. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of waiting for the rest to get close. And they just weren't really moving up for whatever reason. So yeah, finally I'm just like, whatever. There is that horrible hit detection on the stasis melee. So I shouldn't have had to hit him again because he should have just been dead. So very annoying. Again, Dranger's Lash, so nice. Just deals with him easily. Because if he were to slow me and they're melee enemies, he's going to be able to get a melee on me and he could potentially kill me. But we just Dranger's Lash him and then it's no big deal at all. Proc the ignition. Again, really big damage for free. And then again, I'm looking around there because I can't totally remember. No idea what caused that ignition. But yeah, I'm looking around there because I thought I heard an enemy behind me, so I was a little worried. So here, I proc an ignition. I don't think he's slowed still at all. You can see he's severed, but somehow we get an ignition proc. So again, I don't know what's up with that. Sorry, and I don't know what happened there. But anyway, we get the ignition proc. We're going to break his shield. Then we're going to take him out for the free ammo. And then we've got heavy there, so that's nice. And then I actually forget that I had left that Scion up so that I could get ammo off him. And I think he does shoot me, or at least I saw him targeting me with his laser. So anyway, we're going to take him out, but we already had full icebreaker ammo, so didn't get any, but that's fine. Better to leave him up in case we need icebreaker ammo. Then we slam here. So I always like to spam my abilities before I pop Transcendence. I could just pop Transcendence here, but I actually want to throw that first because when you come out of Transcendence, you get all your abilities back. So that's kind of what I did there by throwing that grenade, where normally, yeah, you can just pop Transcendence here and just kind of suspend everything and take everything out really, really quickly. It works great. And then, yeah, again, just spamming our abilities to try to keep our Transcendence up as long as possible. There you can see the whatchamacallit, the machine gun was able to totally melt that unstop because we had bonus damage by 5% for being transcendent, and then we had 25% from radiant from our melee, and then we had bait and switch, and we've got 25% from arc surge. So yeah, that was a bad nade because you can't get a good trajectory on it because of the door. So yeah, that was a risky grenade because I actually could have blocked myself from being able to shoot that guy. And then bonus points in the comments if you can tell me why I popped my super here, even though there's only a few enemies. So comment down why I might have popped my super here instead of saving it for boss room. And yeah, props to you if you know the answer. I'll spoil it in about 30 seconds. But yeah, there. Now we're full ammo. We have full machine gun ammo, full icebreaker ammo, and that super pop is really good because it just allows us to take those guys out quicker. So it's just a nice little time save. But normally you'd probably just want to save your super for the boss room. But the reason you don't is because in Proving Grounds, just like a bunch of Battleground GMs, when you activate this, when you begin the rite of proving, look at that. I get all my abilities. So if you have like a Well of Radiance in a team or a tether, shoot your tether where the boss is going to go, pop your well, and then activate that. Because it's just free abilities. Because yeah, you get your super right back. So that's why I used my super there, and now I have my super back, which is really nice for when the ads come in. Because, yeah, they kind of come from both sides. So here, I'm just trying to get in a position. I wish I had ran Howl of the Storm, or whatever it's called. Hail the Storm. So that I could have done even more damage. But anyways, I was getting to a good position so that I could make Diamond Lances again for that free boss damage. I should have put in more shots with Icebreaker, knowing that a whole bunch of enemies are going to come in and I'm going to kill a whole bunch with my super, and then I would get Icebreaker ammo back. But there you can see we wait and use our super on the ads because they come from both sides, and like I said, they can be really dangerous, especially because the phalanxes have shields, so they can kind of be difficult to take out sometimes. So here your positioning is really crucial. I'm using this thing for cover. And yeah, also he's just like shooting the ground there. So yeah, I've got the cover to my right, and then I've got the barricade so that I can make the Diamond Lances for the free damage. But yeah, you basically just want to put it so, because that's an AoE attack, right? Like even if he doesn't hit me, it's going to do damage to me. So I'm trying to find an angle where I can sit where he keeps hitting that, but I'm able to get in pot shots with my scout rifle to make Diamond Lances. Again, because it's just free damage. Like I only have 8 sniper shots, and there's no enemies that are coming until this damage wave is over. So I need to be... that's messed up. When he goes in that thing, I wasn't able to freeze him, so that's really weird. But yeah, basically, you want to just be using Diamond Lances for damage as much as you can, because the machine gun, it is great for like the champions and stuff, but you're not going to have enough ammo. That just went under his legs, so that was unfortunate. I need to stop throwing my Diamond Lance when he goes up to do that thing, but... So now we're going to put in some damage with our Icebreaker, and then there we get the freeze, we get all those shatter damages. I must have just missed when he was slowed, because... Oh no, never mind. He's got to be frozen to make an ignition. So here, I didn't actually have bait and switch procced, which was unfortunate. Just basically wasting ammo, because I really only want to be shooting it on the boss if bait and switch is procced. And then there, again, we got 1 ammo back because he was still slowed when we shot him. And then, yeah, you can just see all those shatter damages. And then priming the boss is crucial as well. You want to get him really low, like I do, but then you want to rotate up, because ads are going to spawn in up here. So we rotate up, and then we're going to push the boss. So we hit that. Now he goes immune. He puts up his shield. Now here come the enemies. So I thought enemies come in, but this one is just unstops. Again, that's just me being unfamiliar with the strike and the spawns and such. So here, again, it's all about movement and just picking your moments. And I kind of just made my own moment there because of Transcendence. And then we get a really nice nade there. So I'm able to get both of them. But then I'm pretty sure, I didn't test it, but I'm pretty sure this little area still goes up in flames if you're in there too long. So you want to be really careful. So there, I checked to my right. I thought I had stunned that boss or that champion, but I had to be sure, because if I didn't, then when I was trying to shoot that other guy, he would just kill me. So the big thing is getting one unstop down. Once one unstops down, the other solo one is much easier to deal with. And then this boss, he shoots these flaming things. I don't know how many times, like 12 or 13. That's what it was in the past, I think. But anyway, so you basically want to wait that out. But again, I've got Unbreakable, so I wouldn't have to wait it out if I didn't want to. I could push in there and tank all that. But I didn't in this run. And again, I didn't proc bait and switch, which was totally my fault. So there, again, I talked about how nice machine guns are for those quick, rapid hits. And then there, I'm just being extra safe, because he was so low, I didn't even need him stunned to finish him off. But yeah, I get those quick rapid hits so that I'm able to get a Diamond Lance and get the freeze. So then we're able to take the unstop out. And then now I'm just waiting on these, but like I said, or no, I'm waiting for my grenade. I don't want to go in there without my grenade, just to be safe. You can, absolutely. I've done it in the past, but it's risky, right? And you also, if you can, just wait until the fireballs are done. But if you're speedrunning, this is actually a strat that would work good, because I wouldn't have used my Glacier Grenade to stun that unstop. I would have kept it for Unbreakable here. And the other thing is I've got Void Starvation on. So if you don't feed the worm, you take more damage from Void. So his blast cannon there is going to deal even more damage to me. I don't know how much more. But then also it slows your ability regen. But you can see I get Rally Barricades like crazy still. So all you need is 100 resilience with this build and you get lots of Rally Barricades. But for my Glacier Grenade, it recharges very slow. Like I have 100 discipline and I'm waiting this long. So that's kind of annoying. Just another silly modifier, but it is what it is. So now I've got that. And again, I'm just going to be extra safe and just go in with it. Force out a slam. And then we only deal 20,000 there. But then 2 icebreaker shots is enough to take that out. And then here's the enemy spawns that I was expecting the last time. When I moved up and it was just the unstops, I was expecting these ads, but it's after you break the thing. So again, we're going to use our super to take out the ads. This is the safest way to do it. But if you could use your super for boss damage, that's going to be much quicker. But again, I was trying to do a safe solo clear, not a fast one. So there, of course, my shield throw misses. I'm in a position where I feel like it's pretty good to deal damage to this guy. But I just can't hit crits to save my life right now. And then, yeah, once he's slowed, even though we missed the freeze in the ignition, when he's slowed, we get that ammo back because of the catalyst. So it's just free damage. So there, I don't like his position. So this is really just about kiting him back and forth and getting him into a position where you feel comfortable to deal damage. Because, like I said, if he has a good angle on you... So there, I actually took a shot. Here, I'm using lots of icebreaker ammo, but it's fine. What I should have done, though, was thrown my melee first so that I was radiant. Because in 4 icebreaker shots, if I was radiant, that's essentially going to be like 5 icebreaker shots because you deal 25% more damage. There, I take a bit of damage, but it's no big deal. And then there, I know I have to get out. So you can take like 1 shot from him, but you don't want to be messing with 2 shots from him. But again, you can also sever him with rapid precision hits. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do. I'm trying to get him to a spot. But yeah, he's still getting splash damage on me to my left. I don't really know how, to be honest with you, but he was. And then here we get him in a position. So now you can see he's severed. And we get him in a really good position here, at least for this part. Somehow he moves a little bit, and then we're sort of missing his crits. But this is really nice right here, because we're able to just put in lots of damage, and he can't really shoot us. He keeps shooting the thing in front of him. But then I also struggled to hit my diamond lances. But this part is basically, yeah, just wait until the boss is in a good position like this. This is like really good because he's not really moving. But yeah, you basically just have to kite around and wait. So again, just basically spamming my abilities. I could proc Transcendence, but again, I couldn't totally remember all the spawns. So I was just playing safely, just in case I need it, right? So now we were able to farm up a super, which is really good for the next part. And then yeah, just more Diamond Lances, more free damage. Just keep chugging along. And then once I get my grenade, I'm going to hang on to it. So here's what I was talking about. He's in this spot where even though it looks like I was able to hit him in the head, the shots weren't registering. Even though, like right there, like pretty sure that's on his head, but it's like hitting the thing in front of him. And again, didn't proc bait and switch because I'm trying to hang on to my icebreaker ammo. Because at max, you'll need 3 shots to take out his shield. Maybe you only need 2. But again, I want a bit of icebreaker ammo. And then I know I'm going to get some back from the champions that we're going to kill. So finally, we get him low enough. And then again, I couldn't remember if I'd spawned now or what. But anyway, he heads up top. And again, this used to be kind of difficult to get. But look at this. We just tank a shot. We're going to bait out a slam. Then we're going to let our thing go. Free 25,000 damage. Don't know what I hit on that second shot. So again, it was good that I saved 3 shots of icebreaker because I hit an immune. I'm not sure why. And then, like I said, we just want to use our super. Unfortunately, I had a bad slam. It went kind of sideways even though I was aiming at the phalanx. Just a momentum thing. And again, we're not focused on the boss at all here. We're focused on getting the ads. So I'd have just enough so that I can use it on this other guy. And then we're in a nice position here. And there, it was more important to just get going on my machine gun than it was to proc bait and switch. Here, I should have proc bait and switch, but I don't. But yeah. Then there's still 1 phalanx up. So I froze it. Unfortunately, it comes unfroze. But yeah, we're just going to use our machine gun to take him out. Because again, they can be dangerous. And now we're in great shape. Because all we have is the unstop. And again, it's all about just baiting him to a good position. Where we can deal with him without taking a bunch of fire from the boss. We have to shoot the boss's fireballs. Boss comes over. You want to separate the boss and the unstop here. So eventually we make that happen. Oh yeah, there's where he TPs. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm good here. He's not coming over, I guess. And boom, what the hell? And he's on top of me. Luckily, I put down that shield because I think it blocked some of his slam attack. So that was unfortunate because I could have made a diamond lance because I just put down my rally barricade. But again, we have glacier grenades. Bait and switch, the quick radiant, and boom. Easy melt. Because I actually shot with my scout rifle before to get that part of bait and switch. And then once I got the freeze, then we caused the ignition. Now we're just going to use Transcendence just for the free damage. So now, again, I couldn't totally remember. I didn't think there was any ad spawns left. But still, I was playing extra cautious because I just couldn't remember. So yeah, then we just put in some damage. And then here, again, you just want to be using all your abilities as much as you can. But you also want to be trying to get to a position where you can deal damage to him, but he struggles to deal damage to you. And then because I have my shield, he's actually kind of hitting that a lot. But when he goes to my right there, then he's going to have a better angle on me. So again, it was all about just taking my time, trying to get to a spot where he's not able to hit me. If he had stayed kind of mid there, I'd have been fine. But then once he got kind of higher ground, he's going to be able to hit me. Here's a pretty good spot. Nope, he still shot my feet. So still too high of ground. Maybe you can go to the back of the room, but I still feel like you'd be struggling with the same type of stuff. Here, he landed in a nice spot because I know he's not quite close enough to me to hit the stomp. And then, yeah, we get some nice diamond lances off. We're just putting in damage. Trying to build up our super. And then I kind of screw up here. As soon as I get my super, I should just melt him. But I couldn't remember exactly. Because like I said, he is tanky. So I knew my super, he had to be kind of low. But I play it way too cautious here. I should have popped super right here and we'd have been done. But I just keep putting in damage, keep putting in damage, keep putting in damage, which is fine. But yeah, I could have popped super, and if I wasn't able to kill him, then I popped Transcendence, and we'd have been done like a minute sooner, but it is what it is. So again, I just keep kind of kiting him back and forth, trying to use all my machine gun ammo, trying to use all my icebreaker ammo. Then here, I think we do go in on him. Oh yeah, maybe we proc... No, yeah. So yeah, like I said, I could have popped that way sooner because look, once that chunks, he's dead immediately. I probably could have taken out half of like one of his 1/3 health bars with the super. So basically, as soon as I got it, I should have cast, but I didn't. But anyways, yeah, kind of a longer one. I kind of forgot how long Proving Grounds was, but I was also kind of playing it safe because like I said, I wasn't fully familiar with the spawns anymore. It's been a while. But yeah, that was the run. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and sub if you did, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.